Forestry has historically anchored Canada's economy, yet recent economic shifts expose fundamental flaws in the sector that need to be addressed to sustain its viability. The industry is facing both economic and environmental challenges, as unused forestry resources lead to waste and emissions. Ontario's forests produce substantial underutilized low-grade fiber and mill residues, with over 100,000 tons stranded annually in northern Ontario. North Shore Forests now permits low-grade round wood to be left on site without penalty under the Ministry of Natural Resources 2020 Northeast Region Low Market Conditions Strategy, because there is currently no viable market. In addition, local sawmills generate high-quality wood chips that remain underutilized, leading to waste, increased transportation emissions, and missed circular economy opportunities. These festering issues, built from decades of declining pulp demand and mill curtailments, now exacerbate methane emissions from decomposition, strain rural economies through reduced mill viability, and hinder revenue diversification in a sector facing ongoing pressures. Government initiatives are stepping in to support innovative biomass solutions, providing targeted funding and policy frameworks to transform underutilized wood residues into valuable bioproducts while advancing sustainability goals and economic growth. Key programs include the Ontario Forest Biomass Program, which allocates $20 million for initiatives for residue conversion. Additionally, the federal government has bolstered the iFit funding program with a $500 million commitment to provide non-repayable contributions for innovative technologies in the forest sector, supporting capital investments in areas like biomaterials, biofuels, decarbonization to foster sustainability and economic diversification. Also recently established is the Canadian Forest Sector Transformation Task Force, focused on net zero packaging and low-carbon construction to diversify revenue streams beyond traditional lumber. These are complemented by federal commitments under the Net Zero Emissions Accountability Act and provincial strategies such as sustainable growth in the Ontario's Forest Sector Strategy, which prioritize residue utilization, rural job creation, and emission reductions. Fleetwood Pallets aims to establish a sustainable manufacturing facility for producing presswood pallets from underutilized wood residues, such as pulpwood, chips, and sawdust. As part of the Ryan Group encompassing Morel Logging, the North Shore's largest private licensee, B.A. Ryan Trucking for logistics, and Latham Construction, we have established an integrated supply chain spanning harvesting through to production. The fully automated journey begins with wood residues collected from local sawmills and underutilized pulpwood. These materials are first milled into consistent fine particles. The wood is then dried to the ideal moisture level of about 15%. Next, the prepared material is mixed with a specialized, award-winning MDI binder at only 4.5% by weight. The binder is sprayed evenly through atomizing nozzles for perfect coverage. This binder differentiates the Fleetwood pallet from others in the industry continuing to use a formaldehyde mixture. The mixture is loaded into molds that have been pre-treated with release agent. It is then hot-pressed at 150 degrees Celsius under 1,600 pounds per square inch of pressure for 150 seconds. This high-heat step forms the dense pallet and naturally sterilizes it, making it ISPM 15 compliant without any extra treatment. Finally, the pallet cools, is trimmed for clean edges, inspected for quality, and stacked for shipping. In one continuous, efficient line, what was once mill waste becomes a strong, lightweight, nestable presswood pallet ready for market. Fleetwood presswood pallets gives your supply chain a real edge. They're 30 to 50% lighter than traditional wood pallets, making them easier to handle and significantly cheaper to ship. They nest perfectly, saving up to 80% of your warehouse and return shipping space. They're ISPM 15 compliant right out of the factory, no fumigation or extra treatment required, so international shipments move faster with zero delays. They're splinter-free, mold-resistant, and highly durable against forklift damage, which means fewer workplace injuries and lower replacement costs. Plus, they deliver strong carbon benefits. a 20 to 50% lower life cycle footprint than conventional pallets. By using recycled wood waste instead of virgin timber, they help you cut emissions, meet net zero targets, and strengthen your sustainability reporting. Fleetwood pallets simply work better for your operations, your budget, and the planet. Traditional presswood pallets have long been criticized for high moisture swelling, lower strength, poor weather resistance, and formaldehyde concerns. Fleetwood Pallets directly addresses these flaws by using a premium MDI binder that delivers 50% higher production rates, superior durability, and dramatically lowers moisture concerns. Through strategic partnerships with some of the industry's most respected pallet system experts, we incorporate real-world design feedback to ensure every pallet meets exacting performance standards for racking, load capacity, and long-term reliability. The result is a presswood pallet that finally overcomes the traditional weaknesses and performs at the highest level. From the forests of northern Ontario through our integrated supply chain, with Morel Logging, B.A. Ryan Trucking, and local mill partners to the final hot press in our facility, every Fleetwood presswood pallet starts as underutilized wood residue and ends as a strong, lightweight, sustainable product. We've taken waste that was once left to decay or burned and turned it into high-performance pallets that deliver real operational and environmental value. Now we're looking for strategic partners who want to be part of this circular bioeconomy solution. If you're ready to secure supply, reduce your carbon footprint, or explore collaboration opportunities, reach out today. Let's build the future of sustainable pallets together.